Alright, so now that you clicked on this video, you probably noticed one special thing about yourself, dude. You're actually invincible. Not even kidding. Not even joking. Seriously. This is not a scam. All you gotta do is leave a like, and then you're automatically invincible for the rest of your life, dude. You are immortal. You will never die. What's up, everybody? I hope your days are going fantastic, honestly. Like, I'm honestly in a really good mood today. I woke up today to see that a lot of you actually ended up really enjoying yesterday's video. It's already at 200,000 views with like 30,000 likes, so thank you guys so freaking much. Demonetized, you almost said no, but I really genuinely appreciate all the support recently that we've been getting. It's actually mind-blowing, so thanks for 721,000 subscribers now. That's so insane to be able to say out loud and, like, you know, it actually being true. Anyways, enough mumbo-jumbo aside. Today we're gonna be looking at a pretty crazy video that I found that's honestly pretty enraging. I found a video today of a complete jackass who actually ended up becoming a DUI driver, who actually ended up taking the lives of many people, who not only took the lives of many people though, they actually ended up trying to sue the victims and their families for damaging the person's car. You are driving under the influence and people actually die, and then you decide, hey, you know what? I deserve some compensation for this. It's honestly extremely disgusting, okay? But anyways, we're gonna get right into this video, and yeah, prepare to get really frustrated. Let's get started, guys.
You'll have to hear to believe a man who pleaded guilty to killing 3 people in a DUI crash and then sued his victims is now facing a new accusation. I-Team investigator Michael George looked into claims he's hiding his assets so the victims' families don't get a dime.
Alright, so first off, the question that has to be on everybody's minds right now is, how in the hell do you sue somebody's family after you kill them? Like, yeah, forget all the pain and suffering that it caused you for a second. You actually damaged my car when I ran into you with it? Like, this guy genuinely has the nerve to think that he can actually get away with doing this sort of thing. There's literally nothing that he can logically be suing them for. He is the one who actually ended up hurting people. It's like going into an elementary school with a goddamn bowling ball, knocking down 12 kids like there's some f***ing pins, then trying to act like you're the victim. It just makes no sense whatsoever.
What would you like to hear from the Belniak family?
Maybe that they're sorry. Maybe that they have a little bit of compassion for what they've done.
Stuff like this is genuinely so heartbreaking, seeing that, you know, people were actually harmed inside of this situation. Lives were actually lost, and this guy's out here trying to sue the victims, and he's out here trying to sell all of his assets so they can't make any money to help provide for themselves off of the tragedy. Like, how do you wake up one day after literally taking somebody's life, okay, removing them from their family, taking them off of the earth permanently, and try to sue their family for damages made to you, dude? How does that even work? Like, is this seriously allowed? Is he allowed to actually go out and do this to these families? Dude, that has to be so heartbreaking for them to not only lose a family member, but to have this guy genuinely sell off all of his assets so they make no money whatsoever. And then this guy actually has the nerve to try to genuinely sue them to mess up their family even more. As time goes on, this guy's just hurting this family more and more and more and more and more.
David Belniak was under the influence of alcohol and Xanax on Christmas Day in 2007, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. Their investigation found he was driving at least 70 miles an hour when he hit an SUV stopped at a red light.
I don't think that anybody honestly inside of this world deserves to die, but I can't blame somebody for commenting that the wrong people died that day. These people were genuinely stopped at a red light, like they were supposed to be. They did nothing wrong. Then this guy who was under the influence of not only alcohol, but literal Xanax, going 70 miles per hour, literally crashed into their car and ended their lives short. They didn't do anything to get into that situation. Nothing that they did wrong caused them to be there. They were following the law, being law-abiding citizens, just sitting there at a red light, and this guy is trying to sue them. Sorry that I ruined your life. Sorry that I ended the lives of your close family members, but everything that you have is now mine. Just get out of here at this point, dude. This guy is literally evil to the point where he refuses to give this family any compensation whatsoever for what they've gone through. He's just completely at this point spitting in the faces of these people who have literally done nothing wrong whatsoever.
Georgette DeFranco told us about the moment she got the call.
And they said that we have your dad in the emergency room, that there had been an accident. And I asked where everybody else was, and they said they had my mom. And they had my sister.
Georgette lost her mother, her sister, and her brother-in-law. She claims her stepfather, who died in 2011, never fully recovered from his injury.
This poor woman lost her entire family due to this guy's recklessness. Their family literally did nothing wrong. It actually genuinely breaks my heart. It's literally a shame that innocent people can actually be put in harm's way due to other people's mistakes. This guy got to live on and survive and go through everything. This guy got to make it out of the situation okay. And this guy, despite making it out of the situation okay and ending the lives of 4 people, I think it was 4, I'm sorry if I miscounted, but after doing that, he tries to sue her poor family. This woman is the only person left. Her family is literally gone because of this guy. My heart goes out to this family and hope that this guy genuinely rots in prison, dude. What this guy's trying to do is genuinely so messed up.
That same year, Belniak pleaded guilty to 3 counts of DUI manslaughter and got 12 years behind bars.
Those are nice pictures.
Georgette and her family wished it ended there.
And every time we think it's done, it's not. They just keep coming after us.
Just months after going to prison, Belniak sued the victims' families for medical bills and mental anguish, claiming he didn't cause the crash. But a jury disagreed.
How is there any possible way that you didn't cause the crash, dude? You were going 70 miles per hour while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Not just any drugs and alcohol, you literally were taking Xanax. How did you even get this stuff? Even if you wouldn't have ended up hitting anybody, this guy was already doing something illegal. He was already under the influence of some pretty hard stuff. Then he ramps into a car full of innocent people ending their lives and then tries to sue the family for his medical bills? Are you kidding me? How can you put a bunch of innocent people through this sort of thing, dude? Anytime that they think that they can try to move on from the situation and keep on going with their lives, they can't. Anytime they try to move on and try to get better, this guy is trying to start something anew with them. They can never move on from this because this guy keeps getting the power to be able to try to sue them and ruin their lives more. How is he being given the power to do such awful things to these people? I don't understand this entire system, dude. And this guy deserved way more than 12 years time in jail. He ended the lives of numerous people. He was under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Even if we don't mention the fact that he tried to sue an innocent family afterwards, this guy is obviously making a huge mistake. This guy made a lot of huge mistakes. He shouldn't be able to walk away a free man after only 12 years inside of jail. That's honestly just my thoughts on it. Maybe you guys might think a little bit differently, but that's just me. This guy deserved at least like 20 years in prison for what he did. People can literally get caught with things such as marijuana and go to jail for like 20, 30 years, dude, and this guy actually ended people's lives while being under the influence of hardcore substances and then had the nerve to try to just walk away free. Honestly, a crappy judge in my opinion.
But when the victims sued him for their medical bills and mental anguish and a jury awarded them $15 million, they found Belniak had sold his assets to his parents just weeks after the crash. The Belniak family claims in court documents he sold his property to raise legal fees.
They're obviously hiding his money.
So this guy is literally trying to cop out of paying these people for all the things that they went through and even trying to cover their medical bills, dude. You caused the crash. You're the reason why there are medical bills. You can't just try to ditch this, dude. I can't believe that somebody can actually do something so horrible and feel literally no remorse whatsoever. You know, I may have actually ended up ruining some of these people's lives by literally ending the lives of their closest family members and all. I may have made them go through years of pain and suffering and grief. I may have literally in the most genuine sense ruined lives, ended lives. But I should actually sue them. There's no way to phrase this to me in a way where it won't actually just come off as the most evil thing in the entire world, dude. It's one thing to cause a crash while you drink and drive. It's one thing to actually end somebody's life while drinking and driving, but to just take it all this far, dude, to make everything get to this level. There has to be something legitimately wrong with you, dude. There's no way that a genuinely sane person could actually do this to people. And if I'm ranting a lot in this video, I'm really sorry, but this genuinely actually makes me so angry. I don't usually make videos where I get actually angry. You know, I'm usually just joking around in most videos, but this is actually such a messed up situation that I'm actually pissed off. So many innocent people were harmed, dude. I know, joke. Hope this guy dropped the soap.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
The I-Team obtained video of a deposition last month of David Belniak's mother, Marlene. She was asked about her son's finances and the finances of the family construction business she worked at. But she gave few answers.
I understand wholeheartedly that parents want to cover for their kids, they want to defend their kids, yada yada yada, all that jazz, dude. But in a situation like this person deserves literally no remorse whatsoever. If my kid were to cause a family this much pain and suffering and end people's lives, dude, I wouldn't be able to just keep on supporting them. Because your kid should know right from wrong when they're literally an adult, they're old enough to buy alcohol and all that, dude. They shouldn't just be going around hurting people. And at the end of the day, this guy is also old enough to take accountability for his actions. He's not 12 years old. This guy is a fully grown adult monster. He ruined people's lives. He is a terrible person. That innocent family didn't deserve that, and the least that this guy could have done is just helped out their family in return. Just giving them an apology and trying to help them rather than selling off all of his assets.
Did Hammerhead Construction file tax returns?
I don't know.
Are you familiar with a checking account?
I think so.
Do you have one?
I might.
How many?
I don't know.
Asset protection attorney Brian Sparks, who's not connected to the Belniak case, says it's illegal under Florida law to sell or hide your assets to avoid paying debts.
Wow, would you look at that? Another law broken by this guy. Throw him back in jail. Please, seriously. At this point, all that I really hope for by the end of this video is for the family to get some form of justice and for this guy to, honestly, hopefully just go back to jail. This guy has honestly proven that he just doesn't deserve to be a free man. He's broken a lot of additional laws, dude. He deserves way more than 12 years in prison. I'm just saying.
But you have to prove in court the intent was to hide the money.
The person has a lot of assets on day one, and 3 days later they don't have those assets. There's got to be a pretty good explanation as to where they went.
But it's also a crime that carries few penalties. If the Belniak family loses, they'll simply have to pay the money they owe.
That's actually really weak. I was hoping for this guy to get like 20 more years. I guess we just can't always get what we want. You know, I'm not really a moral person whatsoever, you know. I don't really care that much about a lot of things, but this situation genuinely, like, I don't know. I just kind of feel this situation. I've never been inside of a situation similar to this, personally. But hearing the fact that this family has had to suffer so hard for so long, it just irks me. And it always sucks that innocent people have to struggle their hardest for no reason.
Georgette believes they should face additional penalties for making her family's suffering drag on through 5 years of legal battles.
Yeah, I agree with this lady entirely personally. 5 years of legal battles after losing somebody extremely close to you. You don't even get enough time to process everything that's gone on. You don't get enough time to even grieve over your loved ones. Just a bunch of time wasted in and out of court fighting some dumb legal battle from some guy trying to sue you even though you've literally been the one to suffer.
And I understand that they're trying to protect their son, but there's a time to come forward and say, I'm sorry, this was an accident.
This lady's really sweet and understanding, by the way, and I really respect that. She was the one who was made to grieve throughout all this situation. She was the one who was put in pain and suffering after her loved ones passed away due to this man over here. But she's still trying to understand their point of view and his family's point of view and understands the fact that they're just trying to defend their son even though he messed up and made a big mistake.
Belniak is also suing the Florida Highway Patrol, claiming they were negligent in the investigation of the crash. We made repeated requests to the Belniak family for comment. They declined. I'm I-Team investigator Michael George, taking action for you.
And just like that, their video basically comes to a close right then and there, and they just kind of went on to plug their social media. And honestly, I'm pretty in shock. I've never seen a situation like this unfold. I've never really seen somebody trying to sue victims. But Jesus Christ, dude, that guy is an actual scumbag. I just don't understand how somebody can genuinely hurt that many people and then just not feel any tiny little piece of remorse whatsoever. They never even said, I'm sorry to the family. They never even apologized to the family whatsoever. This guy is shifting the blame to everybody but himself. But my heart goes out to the family, and I'm genuinely really sorry for everything that they had to go through with this entire ordeal, and I hope that one day this all will just come to a close. The family honestly just deserves to be able to move on from this entire situation and just have their lives returned to as normal as they can. And for the DUI driver in this situation, I wish nothing but the worst for that guy entirely. Anyways, once again, I'd like to go ahead and give you guys a big thank you for all the support recently. You guys have actually been killing it with all the support, and I know that literally every YouTuber out there is constantly like, oh, you guys are the best fans ever. But you guys aren't my fans. You guys actually genuinely feel like my friends in like the least corny way possible. I read through a good amount of the comments every single video, even if I don't heart literally all of the comments because there are thousands of them. I read through as many as I can, basically. I read through a lot of the comments, I see a lot of you guys' positive, kind words, and honestly, in most cases, it genuinely makes my day. I see that a lot of you guys have been loving the daily uploads and that you guys have been implementing it into your daily routine, and that honestly makes my day. It makes me feel really appreciated, and I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying everything that I do. I honestly really love doing these daily uploads and doing these styles of videos. It's so much fun to make, honestly. Every video just feels like a conversation between all of you where we're just kind of like sitting down and then just talking about our opinions on certain things. And yeah, in general, I just really appreciate each and every single one of you. And if you ever want to talk to me personally, then feel free to join my Discord server. I'm very active there, trust me. I'm there literally every single day. The only times that I'm usually busy is if I'm making a video, which is usually only for like maybe around like a few hours a day, not too often. But whenever I'm on inside of the Discord server, be sure to stop by and say hi. I won't bite. I just genuinely really enjoy interacting with all of you. To answer a few questions that a few people have been asking recently, no, I'm not going to be at VidCon this year, sadly, and I'm sorry if I'm letting anybody down by saying that, but no, I'm not going to be at VidCon this year. I have a lot going on soon, but next year in 2020, I will definitely try my best to go. And if there's an insomnia later on this year, towards the end of the year, then I might be able to go this year. And yeah, it'd be great to meet up with some of you guys and then, you know, just say hi, whatever. Have a great time. Also, questions about a face reveal. My face isn't too private. I've done a face reveal over on Instagram, but it's no longer public or anything. It was just some small little video of me. But I mean, to be honest, nothing that's really been shown of me has been that recent. Some things are pretty old. Some things are from months ago. I don't know. But a real full-on video face reveal will come eventually. I just haven't done one yet because I just haven't gotten around to it. I haven't really, you know, done anything where I feel the need that it would just be like a special occasion or anything. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one for 1 million subs. No promises though. I would love to eventually make a facecam commentary though, and then just, you know, maybe do a Q&A or something like that. If you guys would like to ever do that, then be sure to follow me on Instagram and I'll update you guys there eventually. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be wrapping up the video around here. If you guys ended up enjoying the video, then be sure to let me know with a like and a comment. And if you're brand new to the channel and you ended up enjoying this video or you like my vibes, then be sure to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video as always. Oh, and if you made it to the very end of the video, then be sure to comment down below saying, I'm gonna sue you.
I'm empty and broken, what is the point? Everything's dark except the light from this joint. Lately they say they hate the way I cope. It's hang from the clouds or hang from a rope. I've done some things for which I can't atone. I grab the blade and cut down past the bone. She'll never love me, I know the truth's ugly. I'll hide away and push everyone from me. In my mind, I face resistance. Wanna be alone, but I hate the